Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Love Football Connect Football Podcast. We got Jamrock crew, big up Fats. What's going on, my brother? Connect Football. So right now we're going to be talking about football. This is what we do on this podcast. We talk about football. Anyone who's vexed, get it off the chest. Just type in a message to pin. So big up all the crew. Alright. Da 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 da. Bam bam bam. Boom bam. Let's pin that. So yeah, we're going to be talking football. So all my football supporters, if you're on board right now, then yeah, you're good. No music today. So people coming to listen to music, no music now, go on. You know what, I need to put the Tottenham game on as well, so we can just follow that same time. So yeah, man. Shouts out to Skitz, my special guest today. Big up Skitz. Skitz, when you're ready to send a comment, bro. Big up Sean City, I see you, bro. What's good, man? What's good? It's the Love Football Connect Football Podcast. We're there. We're going to talk football, man. We're going to talk football. Big up my daughter Nevaeh, locked in. I don't know what you're looking for because you don't like football. So I don't know what you're looking for. So big up Skitz, when you're ready, bro. Send a comment so I can invite you to the thing, man. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Love Football Connect Football. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah, it's there, live, up and running. Couple old shows on there as well. So if you want to go back and see what I go on, couple of shows with myself and Silver Fox. So yeah, all is good. Yo, Skitz, bro, when you're ready to send a comment, then I can invite you to the chat. Hey, big up A-Star. What go on, my brother? What's good? We're going to talk some football right now. So let me get some sound effects. I'll go on with sound effects there. You know, like when something funny happens. You're on a quick sound effects. So yeah, if you don't know, we're talking football. It's the Love Football Connect Football Podcast. Started a few weeks ago. I was meant to do a show on, I think it was Thursday, but I couldn't get to do it. So we're back today. Special guest in the building, Skitz, KIG family. So Skitz, when you're ready to send me a comment, just write anything, yo, whatever, then I can just add you to the thing, is it? There you at. I see you. I might be able to add you if I see you. I did see you. Let's see if I can just add you. No. Yeah, Skitz, you need to send a comment, bro. Send a comment. Just put something in the comments so I can add you to the chat. So if you don't know, yeah, it's a Love Football Connect Football Podcast. Myself hosting. I get special guests on every week. So we're going to change up the guests. We got Fox. He's coming on the weekend. Silver Fox, so big up yourself, bro. We got Starving as well, coming on in the next few weeks. Big up Joel, J Vision, going to come on in the next few weeks. I also got an interview lined up with the ladies Crystal Palace team, the head coach of ladies Crystal Palace team. So yeah, that's going to be coming soon as well in the next few weeks. So watch out for that interview. That's going to be nice. You get me? Big up Skitz. Trying to find you, bro. Where are you? Still can't see you. Send me a comment, bro. Send me a comment so we can get started. Send me a comment. Send me a comment, Skitz, so we can get started with the thing. Send me a comment. Yeah, so right now it's a Love Football Connect Football podcast. I'm just waiting for Skitz to come in. I did see him come in the building, but I know he's gone missing again. Can't see him. Ah, see him there. Oh, shoot. Wait, I did have him. Oh, Lord. Skitz, if you're there in the building. Oh, there you are. Be with you in a couple minutes, bro. Alright, cool. So he's going to be in a couple minutes. Saying nothing. So yeah, we're going to talk about what happened over the weekend with the Premier League games. Also going to talk about the up and coming Champions League games. And we're going to talk about a few things out of the football thing as well. So to do with football, people involved in football, but a couple of things that have happened as well over the weekend that we're just going to touch up on as well as the results and thing over the weekend. Get me, as you can see, LFC supporter, you get me? So yeah, just waiting for Skitz to come in so we can get things started. Yo, this light's hot though, not gonna lie. Woo! Yeah. So once again, welcome to the podcast. Remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've got that up and running as well. We're going to be giving out regular content on the channel. But I've started it on IG. We're going to move it over to YouTube when I feel it's ready to do so. So for now, we're going to keep it on IG. And then we'll move it over to YouTube when we can. Big up Fox to see you in the building. Just waiting for Skitz to come true. And then we're going to start this thing, you get me? We're going to get this conversation going. Yeah. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. Love Football Connect Football on YouTube. You can go and look at that. Look at our past shows. Been some funny ones. So make sure you go and subscribe and watch the shows then. This one will also be uploaded either today or tomorrow. So make sure you go and check it out. We got Rouds, I see you. We got Min77, I see you. What's going on? Alright, let's see what go on. Put in. Just waiting for him to come in. Hey, big up Face, I see you. What going on, my brother?
Yeah. What going?
What going on?
Listen. Listen. Good.
Yeah, fam. What's going on, man? It's been a long time.
Trust me, it's been a minute, brother. Just
Yeah.
COVID just messed up life, so you know.
Oh, brother. Tell me about it. We got Face, I see you, bro.
Yeah.
So yes, my brethren Skitz in the building right now. It's the Love Football Connect Football podcast, and we're gonna talk some stuff, man. We're gonna talk some stuff.
Yeah,
We
man.
got our Arsenal supporter in the building.
Come on. You know the saying.
What are you saying? What, ride or die in that?
To the end, my brother. To the end. Yeah,
All right, cool. Before we touch on the football side of things, I just wanted to touch on a few things that have happened over the weekend. The little young guy from Manchester City, Jeremy Wisten, passed away, age 17. They say that it was a mental health thing, like he didn't make the grade, and they're saying that he suffered from that. What's your thoughts on that?
We was talking about this earlier in our football group. You know what it is, yeah? I need to look more into it, if I'm honest. In the sense of, there's so many factors that come into it. Parents. What did the parents do? Did the parents say to him? I think I used to kick ball in up until semi-pro, yeah? But my mum never forced me, like, oh yeah, you gotta be a footballer. But there's a lot of parents out there that are like making that child an investment, you feel me? And then forcing them, like, yeah, you gotta make it. And then the pressure of making it, the pressure of the family of not making it, and all that will take its toll, you feel me? Like, my son said to me he doesn't want to be a footballer, he don't want to be a footballer. You feel me? Yeah. But some of these kids have got no choice. Like parents are putting their dreams through their kids. That makes sense. On the other hand, though, it comes down to our parents being honest and real to their children. Like, yo, only like under 1%, less than 1%, make it. Make it. Like, are you sitting there with your child saying, yo, like, I need you to know, as much as you could work hard and I want you to make it, there is a possibility. You feel me? Yeah. Some of these parents are like, feeling crazy dreams. Like, yeah, you can make it. You can. Don't get me wrong. I get you should do that, but at the same time, you have to be so realistic and also show your child there's a plan B. You feel me?
Yeah.
If you don't make it, don't worry. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's the point I was just about to bring up. I was about to say that they should if they say, so it's hard to explain. If they're saying that they don't, let's not force them into football. If they're gonna do the football and you don't make it, make sure you get some sort of trade, or make sure there's somewhere else for you to go if that doesn't happen. But like you said, if they're saying football, and there's nothing else, things like this can happen.
Yeah, 1000%. 1000%. And you know what it is? I think it's what's happened, yeah? It wasn't an end for him. That's the sad thing about it.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing, because he could have maybe gone to a League One or a League Two.
See, if you hit like the heights, yeah? So if you're at a Man City or Arsenal and that, but you get released early, you're dropping from a big level, you know? So a championship club will take you. It's a difference if you're playing for a League One team or something and then you get dropped. Because it's like, where do I go now?
Where'd you go?
Conference, where am I? You know, like that. But he was only 17, and to have Man City on your resume, there was still a big chance.
There's a chance you could have gone somewhere.
Big chance.
Yeah.
So, like I said, football does have its toll. There's a lot that goes on behind the scene. There's a lot that's said. I've been there myself, and that was only up into semi-pro. So, them professionals, or them, it must be a mad thing for them. You know, like that. But it's sad though, man, because you think to yourself, that could have been my youth. You get me? Like me,
exactly.
You know, I'm a new dad, so I look at these things. I'm like, I can't even afford to put that type of pressure on my little one. You know, like that. He might have not even had the pressure. Some kids are just really, really destroyed and can't take bad news. You know, like that.
Yeah. What do you think of the whole, you know, like somebody, especially in America, they do the thing where you do your football, but you got to study as well, because you have to have something else. What do you think of that whole thing? Like, it's like an academy sort of thing, isn't it? Like a what do you call it? What do the Americans call it?
I know exactly. I know what you're talking about. I was watching.
They got a lot of them over here now, where you study but you play football as well. What do you think of that? If this boy was in that situation, then would it be different?
Most probably. I was watching something on Netflix that was like that, with their American football team, like these kids.
It's like a scholarship sort of thing.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, I personally love the idea, innit? I personally love the idea. I think they should run more stuff like that over here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because everything is about options if something goes left. That's the honest truth. You know, like that. Yeah. I know, for me personally, for my son, with whatever he wants to do in life is up to him. But I do want him to learn a trade. I want him to learn something, a skill set that nobody can take away from him. That he's always going to be needed. And I think that's what that's what we need. We need more of them type of scholarship, place where you say education, as well as the sport. You feel me? And I even love the fact that in America, if you don't maintain a certain grade, brother, you're not doing sports.
You're not playing.
You know, like that. Like, I actually love that. I love that. So I think that's something they should look into and
introducing.
Yeah.
Because they do have it over here, but it's very minimal. Because my stepson tried to get into that as well. They have a few things over here, but they're not like schools. They're just like an academy, a football academy. But they send you over to America, and then you do the whole. So like a scholarship, basically.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how much they want to invest in you with the scholarship and where you go and all that sort of stuff. So it was a bit political, but it is definitely a good idea. And I reckon something like that would have kind of saved this boy if he had the option to go that way with things. So yeah, man, I thought I'd just touch on that because I thought it was a bit sad that that happened, and we're doing a football podcast. So, you know, just touch on it and see what I go and get your thoughts.
It is like, it's actually proper sad. Like like I said, they're speaking about today in the group, and they're just like, 17 is a youth, man. He had he had opportunities. He still, and that's why I said I got to look into it more, because I feel that there's something missing.
Yeah.
I feel that there's something missing.
And the thing is, the reason why, because when I saw mental health, the reason why I started this thing is because I was talking with the man them, and we was having a general talk about football. And I said, "Wow, I might as well go online and do this and make everyone just get involved." I know man them sometimes they also want to just chat. You know the way that even if we're chatting every, we're just chatting. You get what I'm saying? Yep. So that was the idea of me starting this whole thing because of the mental health thing. I know man them sometimes we can.
No, that's good because at the end of the day, like you said, it's talk. You feel me? Some people like me. At the moment in time, I work in a care home, and one of the things that I learned is, as much as stuff is going on, like the elderly tenants, sometimes when the work's done, they just ask for you to do something else, but they don't really want you to do nothing else. They just want to talk. They just want somebody to talk to you, you know, like that.
Yeah,
you learn.
Yeah.
Conversations or just any normal can help someone with their day. You know, like that. They can actually speak to someone. I let some things off, even if they didn't get to let off anything personal.
Yeah.
If someone was there talking to them, conversating and listening.
Yeah.
Vital,
Yeah.
Okay, it's vital, man. This mental health thing
definitely
is not a joke, especially with how things are now. Bruh.
It's crazy. The world's just crazy right now. I didn't really want to get into that on this thing here because we'll be here all day. You know what I'm saying? But moving over quickly, what do you think about the whole Marcus Rashford thing and the whole thing that he's doing with the kids and that?
Oh my God! All right. Now, see that? Yeah. Me and my mother and my child got into this big time because she was like,
"Go on."
So her thing was, no, like during half term and that, it shouldn't happen. Like, why is the government feeding you lot's kids? Like, that's what we're here to provide. And I was like, I get your point. Like, I love everything Marcus Rashford done. Yeah. And I looked at it and I said, you know what? Really and truly, yeah. Didn't they par him for what he's doing? Like, they offered him what? They gave him what, MBE or something, one of them, the Queen gave.
Yeah. So he did it the first time he applied for whatever, he got it, they agreed with him or whatever, and then he got his MBE, and then he's done something else now, I think, for the holidays, and they parred him.
And I'm thinking, and that just shows you where we're at with the government and all that. My take on it is, I love the idea. The truth is, let's be real. Brother, people are being made redundant left, right, and centre. Parents are out here struggling. You feel me? The mother of my child's argument was like, well, there's food banks out here, and there's this and there that. They don't have to struggle. You could live on a budget. Some people are not choosing to live on a budget. You feel me? Some people's got too much pride and don't want to go shopping little and that. You feel me?
Yeah.
They want Tesco brand and
there were Rachel's and Marks and Spencer's and everything
all that. So I do get where she's coming from on that point. You feel me?
Yeah.
I do. I personally like the idea, but then if someone said to me, nah, I'm not feeling it. I get it during school terms and whatnot. Like while school's on and all the rest of it, during lunchtime, get it. But not during half term. So
you know what it is? I know quite a few teachers. And what they say is sometimes these kids that come to school, their only meal is at school. That's their only meal. When they're at home, they're not getting fed. And I think that's what he's aiming at. Obviously, I don't know the ins and outs, but that's what I'm hearing, that they're saying that their only meal they're getting is at school. So if they're not getting nothing at home and it comes to half term, well, what's going to happen to them? Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
So I think in that sense, it makes sense because we can't have kids going hungry, man.
No.
In this world, how can we have people with so much money and kids are going hungry? It's ridiculous.
No, that's true. No.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I think it's a good thing that he's trying to do that because people are struggling, man. People, like you said, people have been made redundant. This coronavirus thing is mashing up everyone. Do you get me? I just touch wood. I got a job. I'm safe. I'm in a secure job for now. Do you get me? We never know what could happen tomorrow. But
bro,
boy,
I was about to get excited. Sorry, I was about to get excited because Burnley scored, but it's been classed as offside. But
oh yes, you know what? I'm gonna put the game on in 2 seconds. I haven't even got it on. I'm gonna put it on. So it can be a little watch along the same time. You get me? All right, cool. So we've got all that stuff out of the way. Let's get to football now. So let's talk about the results over the weekend. Let's talk about the results. I usually talk about the big six, but we'll talk about a couple others as well. We'll just touch on them.
Before you say that, yeah,
Mm.
do you actually believe there's a big six?
Not in this, not this season, and probably not last season, because you got a Leicester, you got a Wolves. This season you got a Everton. So it's the Big Ten this season. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, I get what they're saying by the Big Six. I think they mean money.
Cool.
Is what I think they mean.
Because
they're probably the wealthiest.
When I look at it, yeah, there's no Big Six. There's still only, yeah, a top four. Yeah? You
feel there's only a top four?
Reason I say this, yeah, is because when we say top six, yeah, we're just giving the blinds for the teams that ain't won nothing.
Wait a minute.
Does that make sense? Like we can,
so,
we can say.
Are we having a slide dig? Are we having a slide dig?
No, I'm not even having a slide dig, but it's the truth.
God.
We're having the Big Six came out of nowhere. Yeah, it was just a new promotion to say, yeah, the Prem is harder and harder. But when you play it properly, yeah, at the end of the day, people can say this trophy doesn't matter, that trophy doesn't matter. But silverware, silverware. You feel me?
Silverware, yeah.
So, because when you look at it, I swear Tottenham's got a DVD out and they put bare things in it and they won nothing, bro. So what was you lot celebrating on your DVD?
That's why I asked you if it was a slide dig.
So my thing is, yeah, there's no top.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. Originally, Liverpool weren't even in the fold. You lot were building, and then, bruv, now you lot have built the best team in Europe, for me anyway. Yeah? I say on the level of with Bayern. You know, like that. Like it or not, Mourinho went United and he won them something.
Yeah.
You know, like that. They're shit, but they still won stuff. Arsenal shit and still won something.
Still winning stuff. They're still winning stuff, yeah.
You know, like that. So Chelsea obviously do Chelsea. So, and then there's Man City, yeah? So one of them teams got to kind of drop out of the top four, innit? And boy, I would personally say it's United. United, they're a bigger club, 100% a bigger club than Arsenal. But bruv, they've fallen from grace and spent the same amount of peas Liverpool and City have spent, and you're still battling with the likes of Arsenal for a top four space.
So what you're saying is, you believe United are not in the top four no more, is what you're saying. If you're talking about top four teams right now, so, because usually, you know what it is, okay, as a Liverpool supporter, yeah, I was real in it. You got people that always talk about history. When it comes to Liverpool, it's all about history. What we did in the 90s, what we did in the 80s, but we had nothing relevant to talk about now, apart from maybe the Champions League in 2005. That was about it. Man United have history. Does that not keep them there? You don't think?
Brother, you got to let this history thing go. That's the honest truth. Like, as much as history does count, it fully does count. It fully counts. Brother, there's only so far you can go back. Like, when do you stop going back? Like, shall I keep talking about the Invincibles?
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Like, United fans gonna keep talking about the Ferguson era. Like, there comes a cut-off point at somewhere. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, there comes United are a big brand. That's what it is. Footballing wise, though, they're not what they were, innit? They got to accept that. Arsenal's got to accept that. I accepted it as an Arsenal fan when Wenger was coming to the end. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Once he won them, his last FA Cup, he should have kept it moving. Even before that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when people say...
let's not get into the Arsenal too much, because we're going to get to there when we come to your... No, because we're going to get there when we come to your team, and we're going to get there, because I want to know, I want to get some feelings from you about Arsenal. I talk to other Arsenal, man, but I want to hear what you're saying about what's happening with Arsenal right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So first of all, we're going to go into the West Ham Man City game. 1-1. What do you think of Man City this season, truthfully?
They're in problems. The problem with them though, they got so much quality that we're not gonna like unless you're paying attention to detail, you'll see that they're in problems. But they still got a lot of quality. But let's be real, Aguero's mad injury prone. I swear he got injured again. He just come back from injury, and I think he's injured.
Yeah.
Cool. Is Jesus good enough up front to cover them goals? No.
Probably not.
No. Is that back line really great?
Well, this new guy, I'm sorry, but he looks a bit shaky. Is it me? Or does he look a bit shaky?
He was shaky. But man, I give him time. But again, like, you look at it and you think, like, you see when teams go to City, you think, right, City gonna rip them apart. I don't feel like that about City this season.
This season, no, it's true. It's true.
I don't feel like that about them this season at all. But then, to be fair, West Ham are on some type of form. They're collecting some type of forms. Like, so.
The thing is, I felt with West Ham, even from last season, I thought they always had the players. But it just seemed like there's one gelling, or he couldn't find the right system for them to perform. Like he had the Brazilian guy, I think he's gone on loan now. Anderson? Felipe Anderson?
Anderson's cold. I think
he's wicked, but I think they never had a system for him, or maybe they should have built a team around him because he was their most creative player, I thought. Do you know what I'm saying? And they didn't have a system for him to work, so it didn't work for him. But I always felt they had the players.
Yeah. All right.
So West Ham are looking good. They're looking good.
Yeah, they are
looking good.
I don't know what Moyes is doing with them man there, but yeah, they're
looking good.
They're looking all right.
And I agree with you. City are looking shaky, man. Like you said, we got a game coming up with them in a few weeks. I'm not usually when I say the City game, I think we're either gonna get pumped or it's gonna be a good game. But I feel that we got the doing of them this season. I feel we can beat them.
Yeah, 100%. You could definitely get out of City. You can get. I think
we can beat. I just feel that we won't talk into Liverpool too much. We'll get into that later. So we'll go next. We'll leave the Fulham Crystal Palace 2-1 Crystal Palace, but Fulham are down. That's it. Fulham are gone.
We know that they're the up and down team. We know this.
Yeah.
So.
Quick question for you. Quick question. I'm gonna fling at you. Quick question. Zaha. Would you have taken him over Pepe?
1,000%.
Right. Just hold that. When we get to the Arsenal, we'll talk about that a bit more. Just wanted to get that out there. Man United Chelsea 0-0. I'll be honest with you. One of the worst games of football I've ever seen.
That was bad, didn't it? It was so bad.
Brother, it was so boring.
It was so bad. But then, does that show you the levels of the managers?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What do you think? What do you actually think about Oli and Frank?
All right. Frank, I think he's riding his luck. I honestly do. Like, I think if you gave, like, a top manager that squad, yeah, because they're not bad, brother. They're not bad at all. They would be doing bits. They would be doing bits. You feel me? But I don't know. They're just. I don't know if they're missing something. But yeah, I don't know. They don't.
I mean, what do you think about the business they did in the summer?
It was good business. I think they needed another defender. In all fairness, I think they needed, and they got their keeper. I hated that.
Oh yeah,
I hated
Kepa
that so much.
Is shocking.
No, but I wanted him to stay as the number one. So that annoyed me.
Yeah, it would have been over for them. He's shocking.
Attacking wise, when you think about their squad properly, Pulisic, Werner, Ajax, they got. The only thing is that I don't understand is, like, who's he trying to build a team around?
Yeah.
I don't know who's.
You would have thought it would have been Havertz. You would have thought.
Yeah. And then I'm seeing like same traits that he done that Sarri done. Like, Kante, we all know where Kante should be playing.
Yeah.
But he's kind of done the same thing that Sarri done and tried to push him a bit further. And it's just like, brother, you're talking about one of the best DMs in the world. Like,
so the Kante thing, because I've seen other fan channels or whatever the case may be, and they talk about Kante, and they say that he's not the same levels as he was maybe when Leicester won the Prem, and then when Chelsea won the Prem the season after. So do you still think he's in that world-class bracket?
they need to stop being
Now.
Yes. He is the best DM, one of the best DMs out there. Let's stop the nonsense. Sarri played him and tried to push him further. It didn't work. Lamps is doing the same thing and it doesn't kind of work. So that's two managers that's got it wrong. Then you have two managers that played him correctly and he done bits. You know, like that. So, brother, he's still in that bracket. Like, the problem is, people are quick to dismiss someone when they're either out of form or being played out of position.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So if you was the Chelsea manager, what would be your first 11?
I'd have to go through that squad properly, before I even answer that. That's not the truth. I'd have to look at that squad properly and think. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you that right now.
They got man that don't even play. Man like Cho, there are a couple man that don't play, bro. And for me, he needs to be in the team as well. Somehow, one way or another, he needs to get some sort of game time. And he's not getting none. He's not getting none.
But then it's the same like, you know what, you're right, You know what it is? I need to look at that Chelsea team properly and be like, you know what? Yeah, Lamps, you're messing up even more than man thought.
Bro, they've got ballers, bro. Trust me, they've got ballers. They're playing Werner on the left. I know he can play there, but bro, you're playing down the middle, bro. Come on, really? That's not rocket science. And he's got a thing for this Mason Mount, which he's good. But boy, this ball is in front of him, bro. I'm sorry, this ball is in front of him.
I'll be real, I think we're just gonna see the Mason Mount gas. I don't think we're gonna see the Mason Mount gas. Like, we're gonna see. I if someone could tell me, what's he great? Like, what is it? What's the gas about him? I don't understand it.
I don't know. I can't even tell you, bro. I can't even tell you. And it seems like even he gets loved at Chelsea and England. It seems like he's Southgate's favorite as well. I don't know what it is. They see.
I don't get it. I actually don't get it.
Not when you got Pulisic and Ziyech and all these ballers. There's no way he should be starting. No way.
Brother,
squad player, yeah.
Fam, you know what it is? It's the English premium with the English hype and all that car. Yeah.
Gas them up and that. No, but I definitely agree with that. So United, what are we saying about United though? It's a mad thing for them right now.
United.
Okay, you know what? Let me put it out there. Van der Beek, should he be starting?
Yes.
Over who?
Brother, like it or not,
Or do all three of them play?
What, Pogba,
in one team?
Fernandes and
Bruno and Van der Beek. Can they all play in the first 11?
No. That's realistically, there will be no balance. You see my problem
Someone's got to drop out.
Someone's got to drop out. See my problem with Pogba, and I say this to United fans all the time. Are you not happy with what he's done since he's come to United? Now, United fans will gas it. But yeah. The truth is you're not. We know Pogba's got mad ability. But we don't see it. He's not the guy. He's not the go-to guy. Like, Fernandes, for me, has come in and been a go-to guy more than Pogba has in a shorter space of time, which is crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I know Pogba was most probably looking up and thinking, brother, I'm looking up and used to pinging the ball to this brother and this brother at Juventus. Now I'm looking up and I'm seeing Lingard. Like, but I get it.
Man said Jesse,
But I don't know, man. Like, I expect a lot more from him, man. I want to see that France Pogba, but I don't think we're ever going to see it. And I think I actually don't. If you take away Fernandes, yeah, and let's say Rashford, and that's about it. Brother, do you really see United as a threat?
The thing with United, yeah, is I feel like United are kind of where Liverpool were 5 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, when he had an attack which was half decent, but the defense was bad. That's why I feel they're at. But Ollie's just not using them in the right way.
But who's
you get what I'm saying?
But who's he not using in the right way?
Well, he's not using Van der Beek, number one. And for me, he should be in the team.
Cool.
Bruno, he's good. But if you look at his stats, he's only scored 4 goals from open play.
I find it hard to go off the stats thing, Carl. There's some guys that look like bad boys because of stats, and over a course of 90 minutes, you just look and you're like, really? That United team's rubbed.
Yeah.
And then Ollie
the defense is shocking. The defense is shocking. The defense is shocking. Harry Maguire, 85 million. I don't know. I'm not sure about all that, to be fair.
I'll be real, yeah? I said, brother, someone tell me the difference between Harry Maguire and Dunk at Brighton.
Dunk at Brighton can play. I wasn't taking him. I'm not even going to lie.
You would take Dunk over Maguire, you know? Dunk. Like, the Maguire gas is different.
But what I think it's because of the World Cup, though. Because he had a half-decent World Cup. Half decent. It wasn't even great. It was just half-decent.
Bro, Dunk's got all the attributes that Maguire's got, but he's just a better defender. It's because he's at Brighton. Better defender.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You know, like that. Like, that's what happens. If a man's at a certain team, he's just going to get rubbed out, innit? You know that? But that United are just rubbed. Regardless of how you look at it, they're actually rubbed out. Like, you can't...
Did you watch the game?
Which one? The United
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah. Brother.
There was an incident in the game. Harry Maguire on Aspie. Penny. Stonewall.
What did you think?
Bro, I don't know what VAR are doing, bro. That's what someone needs to explain to me. Seriously. Someone needs to explain to me, bro, what VAR do. Because how is that not a penalty?
Bro, we already know that VAR. Me personally, scrap the whole thing. That's me. I just
give it to the refs. Just give it back to the refs. Let them do their thing. If they make a mistake, they make a mistake. That's it. It's done.
See exactly what you just said here. I'm with you on that wave 1,000%. Because VAR is also taking away the actual fan passion. You know, like that. Like all this start, like it's all dead. Like if the ref got it wrong, but that's what makes the game. You know, like that. That's what gives us something to talk about. Man are talking about VAR and clear decisions. Like everybody knew it was a pen.
But the thing is, they've brought this VAR in to eradicate the mistakes, but they're making more mistakes. It don't make sense. How can you make more sense when it was meant to eradicate all the mistakes? It doesn't make no sense to me.
No, it doesn't. But bro, football's going into a dark place. It's going into a dark place.
I agree, man. I agree, man.
It's going into a dark place. We're going to soon see that man can't actually tackle. Going into a dark place.
Some non-contact sport on that. Some jolting. All right, cool. So we'll leave Man United and Chelsea there. Boring game, but even though we had a lot to talk about, we'll go to Liverpool, Sheffield United, 2-1 win for Liverpool. We got Aaron. So once it gets, we got Aaron saying VAR is awful. It's an awful concept with awful interpretations. Yep, I agree. It's awful. Yeah, Liverpool.
Right. Hey, Sax, are you not meant to be kicking ball with Fox? Why are you in there, mate?
They're trying to get out of ball, you know.
Trust me. What was that? Liverpool, Sheffield.
Yeah, Liverpool, Sheffield United. Did you watch the game?
I caught glimpses of it. Liverpool are Liverpool, innit? They're like, I can see this season can get at them. And no Van Dijk
Definitely.
is going to be a big problem.
It's a hard works, man. Definitely.
Big problem.
Hard works.
It's going to be a big problem. What I do, like, you see that Jota?
Who?
Jota. The one you lot got from Wolves.
Bad boy.
Brother. You see that buy there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That was such a good buy, fam. It was such a good buy.
Family. And you know what it was, yeah? It was a shock, bro. Because obviously, the whole summer, we was talking about Thiago, innit? Thiago, this, Thiago, that. He signed, and then the next day, we signed Jota. I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? But we needed that. Because the drop-off from the front three is a joke. It's a joke. The drop-off in quality is a joke. Now, when you want to take off a Mane, you want to take off a Salah, you've got someone that's not the levels of them, but not too far of a drop-off. He can do a job. Do you get what I'm saying?
In saying that, yeah, is Jota then now, is Firmino under threat?
I say yes. I think he is. I think he is. Even though people get onto him because obviously he don't score enough goals and we say that he's the glue for the team. He's the guy that makes the team tick. But if you're not scoring goals and you're playing as a striker, you're under threat. You're under threat. And Jota's coming on and he's banging. So what's Klopp going to do? I think Klopp's way around it is he's going to play the four of them.
Okay.
Which is what he did on Saturday night. He played the four of them. And he played two double pivot. He played Henderson and Gini.
And it worked. Did you like that?
The first half, not so. I didn't think it worked in the first half. They're obviously not used to the system because they're so used to playing 4-3-3.
Yeah.
But I think with work, I think if you got Thiago in that double pivot, I think it's better. Because he's going to be the guy that's going to create.
You see that, even that deal there, yeah. Liverpool hurt my heart. Brother. You know what it is? Because Klopp's, as an Arsenal fan, I'm an Arsenal fan to the end. As a football...
your picture's not clear, you know.
Sir,
Picture's a bit blurry.
Sir, as an Arsenal fan, I'm there to the end. As a footballing fan, I appreciate what clubs can do, innit? And
yeah.
Brother, Klopp has done an amazing job. And you know what's great about it? That the time he was given. God, when you look at it, you got to remember who was at that club, you know?
When you come in.
Yeah, you got rid of some horrible guys, brother. Horrible guys.
Well, you have to tell me, bro.
And then he got rid of horrible guys. Then somehow he made Henderson. Because there was one player, and Liverpool fans wanted Henderson out. And then Henderson upped his levels. And now I just look at that squad and I'm like, you went for a season where you only lost, what, one game? Still didn't win the league?
No. 2 seasons ago. Yeah, 2 seasons ago.
So then that shows you how much work Klopp did, fam. And then you went on to win the Champions League, Prem. Brother, you lot are a scary team, you know. And if you get the additions right again and develop some of them, because there's one young you lot got who's a bad boy.
Midfielder.
He played against us.
Curtis Jones.
Yeah, Jones brother. Yeah.
Bad boy.
Yeah, he's a problem.
I'm not gonna lie though. You got a guy that I like as well. You got a guy that I like on that Arsenal team there. You know that Saka, bro. Listen to me. We'll get to him. Bro, he's decent.
Yeah. But do you think?
So yeah. I mean, I'm happy with the result. We didn't play to the standards we can. Obviously, I thought second half we kicked on. I thought Jota was really good. I thought he was really good. He was probably him, and I'd probably say Mane were close for man of the match. Mane is a beast. The guy's incredible.
I don't know how you lot still managed to hang on to that guy.
I think because we're winning stuff. I think that's the only reason. Because you could go to a Madrid or a Barcelona. You go to a Barcelona and not win nothing at the moment because they're not really going to win nothing. I suppose the only other team, if you're going to leave Liverpool right now, I think the only other team you'd go to is Bayern.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's the only saving grace is we're actually winning stuff now. Whereas before, when we had good players, we weren't winning nothing. So they would go to Barcelona, they'd go to Real Madrid, they'd go to those bigger clubs. But I think right now we're kind of on par.
Yeah,
with them,
100%.
so we're kind of getting
definitely on par. Definitely on par.
Otherwise, Salah and them, man, they probably would have gone last season.
Yeah.
Or the season before. Do you get me? So yeah, but other than that, yeah, good result. Just waiting for Champions League in a week. So yeah. All right, we'll leave Liverpool there. We'll jump on Everton quickly. What do you think about them this season?
I think, yeah, they're going to be the fall-off team. You know, there's always that team that... There's always that team that starts well. Don't get me wrong, though, because Ancelotti's a good manager. And they look scary. But as much as that Calvin Lewis spreader is racking goals, is he enough to, like, help them break into that top 6, so they want to call it, or top 4? I don't think so. You feel me? They got other little bad plays. I'm surprised that what's his name? James? Oh,
James Rodriguez.
Yeah. Rodriguez, that's it. I'm surprised that he's coming and settled well.
Yeah, so am I actually, because I don't feel he's been that good. But maybe because you know what happens, so you're in a big team, you got all the stars, you got the Messis, the Ronaldos, all the big players, and you go to that team, you're not the man, innit? At Everton, he's the man. At Everton, he's the guy. Anything that happens in that team goes through him.
Yeah.
And he just builds confidence, innit?
That's true. But you see what, yeah? With them, man, with Pickford in goal still. Brother,
oh, mate.
Brother, I'm telling you. That's another reason I don't see them, like, mounting.
Yeah, challenge.
But
if he hasn't bought a keeper, in January, then next summer 100% he's buying a keeper. 100%.
1,000.
They would have been. You know who they should have got? Your second keeper that you sold.
Are you trying to upset?
But they would have been on. If they would have been on job, bro.
Are you trying to upset me?
But they would have been on. If they would have got him, it would have been peak.
I think you're trying to upset me. Brother, I think you're trying to upset me, you know. Honestly.
I was being real. The keeper, yeah. See that keeper there, yeah. He gave us problems. We couldn't score past him. He was saving. You know when you save everything. You said, what's happening with this guy? And where's he been? Why is he on the bench? Why is he not at a club, a number 1 keeper? Why is he on the bench at Arsenal?
Fam, you're seriously, you're hurting my heart.
Sorry. We're gonna get to Arsenal. We're gonna get it all out. Let's get there. Let's land. All right, cool. So we'll leave Everton, Southampton there. We ain't gonna bother with Wolves and Newcastle 1-1.
Yeah, that game was.
We ain't gonna bother with that. So we get to Arsenal, Leicester now. How long we got? We got 10 minutes of this live, yeah.
Boom.
We'll come back though. We'll come back afterwards.
Arsenal,
what happened?
Arsenal, Leicester. I said that game, yeah, was built for Pepe. Yeah, a couple Arsenal men laughed at me, but you see them guys.
Yeah,
you see when
someone said something about Pepe earlier. Let me. What did they say? They said something about Pepe. Let's stop. Where is it? Blah, 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 blah. Why aren't you guys talking about Pepe? 75 million. Okay, right. That's what it was. All right, go on.
All right, it's his second season, so he has to show up. Yeah,
100%.
He has to show up. Truthfully, though, he's not going to show up to every game. There's certain players are built for certain games. Yesterday, Leicester was missing so many key players that's a game that you use Pepe to just run at man. You feel me? Yeah. Just run at man and just be a constant nuisance. You feel me? Now, I looked at the squad and I thought, all right, cool, wow, you're playing Partey and Xhaka. That should free up Danny. You feel me? To do some creative. Brother, my man was awful yesterday, bro. He was awful. I don't even bother.
Who are you talking about?
Ceballos.
Okay.
So when you look at it and go, right, I got Partey and I got Xhaka. That should free up Ceballos for him to be creative. Brother, he was garbage. He was garbage. That's the honest truth. Like, Lacazette, bro, man needs to get dropped. Now, it's crazy because what's the difference between him and Firmino?
Do you have in terms of goal scoring?
Bro, that
because Lacazette is more of an out-and-out striker than Bobby, right? I'd say.
I would say, but truth is, they both don't score enough goals, and they just both get rated because they work hard for the team.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Now, my brother said, that Lacazette is just a small Giroud.
Small Giroud?
He's just a small Giroud. And he could get about more. But when man play it properly, Lacazette's there for hold-up play. But, bro, since his injury, this guy hasn't been the same, fam. Ball bounces off him. Like, he doesn't score. Like, he's not finishing chances he should finish. If he doesn't show up this season, he can go.
Yeah.
He can go. He can go. Let him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can go, brother. He can go. He can actually go. If Pepe don't show up this season, he's not gonna go. But brother, bring in another winger, fam. Because I look at Pepe and I think, brother, you got so much in your locker, but your game's so predictable. I mean, like we all know where you're gonna go and what you're gonna do. You got some players that are predictable, but they always pull it off. Zaha's one of them. You know what Zaha's gonna do.
Yeah.
But he just gets away with it. You know what I mean? So that game there, I think it was the right team, but I think it was just utterly shit yesterday. Just proper shit. Like first half, it was all over them. All over them. But bro, like goals relieve pressure. Bury your chances, finish your dinner. We need to do it, fam. And that's the difference between a Vardy and a Lacazette, brother. Like Vardy likes to finish his dinner. No one like that. But
yeah. Do you feel that with the squad that Mikel has, do you feel it's maybe better suited to the 3-4-3 then, what he's been playing? Or maybe does Partey change that?
I think Partey changes that. Yeah. But I believe the 4-3-3 could work. I think Arsenal's biggest problem, is, and I think I had the same issue with Unai. We keep going back and forth in formations. Liverpool are settled. They have a settled formation with a settled rhythm. Man City the same. But Arsenal, I look at it and I'm like, this week we're playing 3 at the back. Can play 4 at the back. And it's like, it's too much. Let's find the rhythm now. Let's find what's best suited to us and go with that. I would personally play the 4-3-3. I'll drop Lacazette, put Aubameyang through the middle. I'd have either Willian or Pepe on one side, Saka on the other. You feel me? You have Partey and... Brother, I don't like Xhaka in it. So, with me, I'd go with El Neni because he's more simple and he can cover ground. You feel me? He can cover a lot of ground. And then just have Danny there, just pulling strings. You feel me? Back 4 is not bad. Tierney's a good shout.
Yeah, Tierney's good.
Gabriel
is good. He's a very good signing.
He's been amazing. Who you put next to him is just always going to be a problem.
So for me, when I look at the Arsenal team, I look at defensively, if you're going to play a David Luiz, then he's got to play in the back 3. You can't play in the back 4. He needs cover.
100%.
But he's good with the ball at his feet. He can spray a pass here and there. He can kick off attacks in it. That's what he's good at. So he's obviously got his pros, but he's got his cons. It's what do you want him to do? Do you want him to defend, or do you want him to just be that spare man to be creative from there?
You know what it is, yeah? Out of that bunch that was brought in, yeah? Not the newer lot, but out of that older bunch, yeah? He's the best shit one. That makes sense.
That's the best shit one.
You know, like if someone brought you some chocolates, yeah? But there's bare dead selections, but there's just that one chocolate that you would eat, but it's still shit. Like, he's that. Like, we know Socrates is garbage. We know Mustafi is garbage. We know Chambers. I actually like Chambers at one point.
Yeah.
You feel me? I do feel that right back stuff is not for him. He just has to play centre back.
Centre back, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I think, Holding's garbage.
And you've got a lot of centre backs as well.
Brother, because we couldn't
so many.
We couldn't get rid. That just shows you how bad it is. That man were up for sale and nobody wanted them.
Oh, it's peak. And this is where Arsenal's at right now, like in terms of trying to move on players.
Yeah.
Because your squad's so big, you can't add to it because you've got too many players.
There you go. Like, don't know why Socrates knows he's not kicking no ball. You feel me? he's still there. Mustafi knows. I think Holding was meant to go. He was meant to go to Newcastle. Wow.
Oh yes, yeah, I did hear about that.
So I'm just messed up with that. I look at Bellerin. Everyone knows. If you don't know, you will know now. I don't like Bellerin. I don't.
What's your reason?
Bro, his defensive awareness is garbage. He's not strong on the ball enough. All right, I'll ask you this. Take away Bellerin's speed. What has he got?
See, I would only compare him to what I know in it, which is Trent.
All right.
I know that Trent defensively is shaky. I know that. But the way Klopp has the team, he's got the midfielders to cover that shakiness. That's what they're meant to do. That's their job. So he's allowed to bomb on and do what he's doing. Now I see Bellerin doing that, but he don't have no end product. His end product is shaky. Like he'll get in the positions, but once he gets to the end to do that final ball, it's just not there.
But you see the thing with Trent, yeah? You're right, he's defensively shaky, but that's only at guys that can fully run at him, you know?
Yeah, true.
That's only guys that could like twist a man up and run at like direct. Like Zaha could give him problems. Like them type of man. Barring that, bro, he's all right. Now Bellerin brother, you could tap the ball past him. You know the old school thing when you just knock the ball past man and run. Brother, there's no what's over his shoulder. It's bad. Like it's so bad. Man. Like I just don't get it. I don't.
Yeah.
Like
all the people that are in the live right now, we're probably gonna run out in a minute, but we're gonna come back definitely. Yeah. So make sure you come back in and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We've got this thing running every week. You get me? Big up my bro Skitz right now in the building. Just getting over some football talk. You get me? Just letting it out. You know, you have to release the talk and that.
Trust
you get me?
Big frustration.
Yeah, bruv. So yeah, man. I mean, you see with Arsenal, I feel that Arteta needs time.
1,000%.
If he gets the clock time, I feel you'll be good in a couple of years.
I agree. I agree with. 100% agree with. But at this moment of time, he needs to find the correct balance for the team. He has to either drop Lacazette or drop Aubameyang. Truth is, he has to drop Lacazette. You feel me?
Yeah. All right, this live's gonna run out now in 15 seconds. So Skitz, just come back in and make a comment in it, and then we'll get back up the thing running. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Let me go make a choose.
All right, brother.
Cool.
2 seconds. Everyone, come back in. Yeah.
Everyone, come back.
Bless.